Hello lovely people, welcome to Amaze Me Stays, where we want to make travel magical. So this is our Portes du Soleil ski guide. We've been skiing this area for over 25 years and want to take you on a tour of some of the best runs and cool places for delicious lunch stops, just so we can give you a taste of why it's so good. What makes a perfect ski day? Of course the skiing is important, but it's more than that, isn't it? It's the spectacular views, enjoying the clean mountain air, having a laugh with friends and family, plus those pit stops during the day to relax a little and recharge your legs. Not to mention finishing off somewhere with a bit of Aprés. Are you ready? Then let's get started. Oh, and if you like what we're doing, then why not click on the subscribe button or the thumbs up icon? Thanks. So today we're going to start off in Aprés and we're getting the cable car up. And you never know who you might see in the cable car. And once you're at the top, you've got a fantastic view of those wonderful mountains. The Dent Blanche, and then that pans around to the Swiss wall. But don't worry, we're not doing that today. We're going to head straight on and down a path for about 200 metres, which opens out onto a wider run. It's the number 6 towards Aprés, and then we take a left-hand piste, the number 8, down to Aprés. There's a pommer and a T-bar there. Once we get off the Aprés pommer, then it's just a short run down to the Chavanette chair. It's the number 10, I think. The Chavanette chair gives you a great view of the Swiss wall without actually having to be on it, which is wonderful. And don't let those bumps fool you, they are far deeper, steeper and icier than you can ever imagine. It's quite a long run, but when you're on the chair, you can admire it and it's not a problem. Then once you get off, you're in France and you can see the views again, and we're going to head down the blue Chavanette run, and that's Avoriaz in the distance. At the bottom of the blue Chavanette run, there are 3 lifts. 2 are on the left-hand side and 1 is on the right. You want to take the second one on the left, which is the TD6 Stad. It's quite a short lift, but it gets you high enough to be able to start the red run down. Then that red run turns into a blue one. It's called the Blue Crotte. And then you go right through the trees, and it's a really pretty run down to Portes. From this run you'll be able to see the black telecabine, which is the Portes Express, and that takes you from Portes right up to the top of Avoriaz again, and we'll be on that a bit later. At the bottom of the Portes run there's some little bars that have just opened in the last few years. One of them is called Linder, and it's a really nice place to stop on a sunny day and admire the run that you've just come down. They've got a great seating area, they do really nice snacks and lovely drinks. And now we're going to head over to the telecabine and get the Portes Express back up to Avoriaz. When you get to Avoriaz and you come out of the lift station, if you look to your left there's a oldish chair. It's a TS3 and it's called Plateau, and you take that to get you a little bit higher to be able to ski down through Avoriaz. On the chair, if you look down into the valley, you'll see Morzine, and then further over you'll see more of the buildings of Avoriaz. At this time of the day and when I'm on a chairlift, I do start thinking about where we're going for lunch, and there's some great places in Avoriaz. One place we really like is called La Reserve. They've got some great outdoor seating and lovely cosy indoor area as well. The food is brilliant, lots of different choices. The plat du jour is very good, and it doesn't really matter what you choose, you will enjoy it. There are some great choices on the menu, so you will not be disappointed. Everything from lamb, beef to fondue, it's all there. And you can sit and watch the world go by as you eat your lunch. The main street of Avoriaz is definitely worth a visit. And if you've got time, why not treat yourself to a horse-pulled sleigh ride around the town? Another great lunch stop place that we like is called La Cabane. It's about halfway down on the right-hand side as you ski down the main street. And it does, again, a mixture of great food. They've got a lovely outdoor seating area, which is great on a sunny day. And the interior is wonderful as well, very retro and just really welcoming. There's a wide choice on the menu, but one of my favourites is the rainbow sushi. When you've had enough of mountain food, it is a really refreshing change. This is what the main street of Avoriaz looks like on a sunny Saturday. And don't forget about that sleigh ride. They really are good. Now we're going to leave Avoriaz and we're going to head over to Linder, so we need to take a chair, and it's the TS6 tour. Once you get to the top, you literally ski straight off, straight down a blue run, and that run bears around to the right hand side. From this point you can see that the run kind of snakes around and then it joins up with the red, and that's called tan, and that takes you down to Linder through the trees. It's a really pretty run. Here we are in Linder. To the right hand side you have the lifts that take you to Switzerland. Straight ahead you'll be going straight over to Châtel, and to the left is where we're going, and that's the blue Paché run, which takes you to the Goats Village. Goats Village, or the Village de Chèvres as it's known, is a really cool place. It's this great collection of restaurants and they're all really different. So first up we have La Terrasse. They have a really nice terrace on the other side. You just ski down here on the left, and the terrace is lovely, and they do serve extremely large bottles of wine. A little bit further along on the left is another very well-known restaurant, been around for a long time. It's called La Crémelière, and again it's got a lovely outdoor area, lots of indoor seating if it's not such a nice day, and they do a really good selection of food as well. If you ski slowly, you can probably look at all the specials boards, so you make sure you're choosing the right place. Then on the corner here is another restaurant called Teshapa, which has some great barbecue food and wonderful table of desserts, really worth the look at. And just around the corner, avoiding people walking, and people walking with a dog, there is the last restaurant, and it's called La Ferme. It's really nice. It serves traditional Italian food and fondue with truffle, lots of things with truffle. Very nice. Inside it's really quaint and their pizzas are amazing. We had one with truffle, mushroom, parma ham and rocket and burrata cheese. Wonderful. And while we're talking about food, here's a couple of pictures from the other restaurants that we talked about before. A hearty mountain salad, a delicious seafood salad, a wonderful selection of meats for the barbecue at Teshapa, and the dessert trolley. Well, it's a dessert table, isn't it? All good lunches must end, and now we're going to continue on the Paché run down to Ardentes. Then it's back on the gondola up to Linder. We're going to head back to Switzerland now, so we're going to ski over to the TD6 Léger chair, which will take us to Brosseau. It's a short ski down to the TD4 Mazet chair, which will take us back to the Swiss-French border. Then we take the red run from the top of Mazet down to Aprés. And now we hop on the 8-man chair, which takes us to the top of Planchot. Then, after admiring those really sunny views, it's time to do the last path down to the Planchot run, which is our last run of the day. If you look to the left, you'll see the path that we would have taken this morning. These people who are coming down, they're crossing over onto the path that takes you onto the run that we did earlier this morning. And then we're going to cross here, minding the skier. And then after this little path, it opens out onto a much wider run. In the distance, you'll see a little hut there. That's Coco's restaurant. And it's a really nice place to have a cup of coffee or a drink on the last part of the run down, just to catch the sun before we head into the cloud. And now it's time to get the chair down to Grand Paradis, unfortunately. So we're heading into the cloud. Which is quite strange really, when you've had a lovely sunny day and you're just saying goodbye to those really great mountains and heading into the cloud. Of course, it doesn't always need to end. I mean, we could always go back up, couldn't we? And maybe have a little bit more après. Yeah, let's do that. Back on the chair, up to Planchot, and have a few drinks in red. And watch the sun go down. What could be better? The end to a perfect day.